Hi guys, welcome to the other way with me, Lebohang T. Silimula. I hope you've been keeping warm and safe. It is pretty cold out there. As you can see, I'm wearing my beret just to keep myself warm as well. I hope you had a great start to this beautiful week because really it is freezing cold. Nonetheless, shout out to the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining our growing family. I truly appreciate your support, and I hope that you will find the information or the episodes that I do to be quite informative, you know, one way or the other. It's an alternative perspective or outlook to what is out there, to what you can consume out there in terms of information, in terms of knowledge. And to all of you who have been with me from day one, thank you so much. Honestly, I could not have done this without your support, guys. So I really, really appreciate you very much. If you have noted, I think when I started the personal development episodes, the series, I did say that let's try to turn around the time basically and try to achieve something constructive before the end of this year. On that note, on that very note, I am going to continue. Today I'll be sharing with you how to do your goal settings. You don't have to do the exact goals that I'm doing, but basically just to give you an insight of how you can set out your own goals so that at least by the end of this year you should point out and say, you know what, level, I've actually achieved this. We should account for something good, right? So yes, so this episode is about goal settings and you don't want to miss out on that. Do tell me, do give me your feedback, do share your goals. I do read your messages and I truly, truly appreciate it when you like, when you share, when you tell your friends to subscribe. I honestly appreciate all your efforts. Until next time, keep warm and stay blessed. All achievements, all end riches have their beginning in an idea. But the ideas that come to life or the ideas that come into a powerful manifestation, they have a definite purpose. So, what is it that you really want to achieve? What is it that you want to achieve for yourself? Is it money? Is it fame? Is it contentment? Is it spiritual influence? Is it business influence? Whatever it is that you want to achieve, it always starts with a thought or an idea. So in this episode, I'm going to help you to try and organize your thoughts and turn them into constructive goals. So we're bringing those ideas that are trapped into your brain, that are trapped inside your brain rather. We're going to try to put them on paper and to make sure that they manifest into reality. So I asked, what is it that you really want to achieve? What is it that you really want to achieve for yourself? And I know a lot of you are going to lean towards money. Okay, so let's take that example for instance. If your answer was to achieve financial freedom or to have money, just know that every person, you included, has the ability to master their economic fate. Oh yes. You do have the ability to master your economic fate. Even those of us who were born in the ranks of poverty or who have very little education, if you have an open mind, if you have the burning desire, if you have the willpower to organize yourself, you can absolutely change your entire financial destiny. The starting point of all achievements, whether you want to be financially free, whether you want fame, whether you want contentment, whether you want to have spiritual influence, it all rests with you. The words of William Ernest Henley, the one who wrote the poem Invictus, still ring true to this very day, where he wrote, I quote, "It matters not how straight the gate, How charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Close quote. Of course you are the master of your fate. Of course you are the captain of your soul. Divinity has granted us that power. God has given us that seed. God has entrusted us with some gifts, some abilities, so that we can derive some sense of pleasure from all that has been granted or bestowed upon us. So yes, you can change your entire financial destiny. It is doable. It is possible. It only requires that you have an obsession and a definite plan to make sure that you acquire the money that you need, and backing it with persistence. And when you do that, you will definitely realize your dream or attain your goals. Unfortunately, wishing for money won't bring it. Just wishing for it won't bring it. But having a state of mind that is willing, that is persistent to change course, will get you closer to that goal. If you find it hard to comprehend what I'm saying, that you can change your economic fate, please just take note of the following. The first thing that you need to understand is that your brain is built for genius. Your brain is capable. Your brain is capable of changing your circumstances. Your brain is built for genius. In short, if you are willing to change your mindset, your purpose that you have, you can turn it into a paycheck. I bet you on it. Your purpose that you have, you can turn it into a paycheck. All it takes is knowledge, practice, observation, being mindful, and understanding the concepts thereof of turning that purpose into a paycheck. And whenever you practice, you get better. You absolutely get better at what you practice on a daily basis. So if it is financial freedom that you need, it means on a daily basis you need to practice, you need to read, you need to invest, you need to seek knowledge that is related to money matters. Remember, money won't come on its own accord. If you have no understanding of what the value of money is, how are you even going to attract money to yourself? So for the purposes of this video, since I've used financial goals as an example, I'm going to focus on that. So when we do our financial goals worksheet, we need to focus on the following. What is it that you plan to accomplish? For starters, and what resources will you need to make that to happen? Do you currently have a source of income, or you have none at all? If you have a source of income but your budget is not allowing you to get to the next level, what is it that you intend to change? What is it that you intend to do to ensure that you are living within your means, to ensure that you are generating more revenue? And if you have no source of income at all, what is it that you are willing to do at this present moment that will help you to generate revenue? Are you willing to take any minimal job that comes your way? Or you're simply going to say, nah, I'll sit this out. I will wait for something that is related to my qualifications. I'm just asking. It is for you to answer. Are you willing to do laundry to say, at least let me get 1,000 rand to get me started? Then when I get that 1,000 rand, I will find ways and means of increasing it until I get to the next level. I'm just asking. I'm really not imposing myself. It is for you to answer. So when you use a financial goals worksheet, basically it can help you to examine the motive behind pursuing certain goals. It will also help you to determine which resources will be required to reach each goal. So your financial worksheet therefore would be, on one side you list your financial goals. The second slide would be estimating whether it is the short-term goal, long-term goal, or medium-term goal. The next slide then would be defining the resources. What resources do you have to get you from point A to point B? And the last would be cost estimation. What will it cost you? Will it cost you financially? Or it would just be a trade exchange where you have services that you can provide and in turn you get paid for those. So it will be goal, action, and mitigation. What is the financial goal? What is the action step that you want to take? The mitigation part, list any potential setbacks that can hamper your financial goals. Unfortunately, if you want to have a healthy financial security, or if you want to have financial freedom, in line with your answer, if you said, I want money, I want to achieve money as a goal, you have to work for that. You have to have like a proper planning for financial security. So your plan would be exactly in the words that I'm saying, planning for financial security. Most individuals are unable to demonstrate their financial readiness. Well, I'm one of those. In my 40s, I was caught off guard. And had I known that at a very young age, I needed to sit down and have a proper financial plan in place, I don't think I would find myself where I am, basically. So most individuals, like I said, myself included, we fail to demonstrate our financial readiness, especially when there's an emergency, especially in our retirement years, especially when we have to pay those college or university funds. We find ourselves wanting. So if you still have time on your side, you really need to take time out and plan. Make it is a goal. It is something that you can achieve before the end of this week, before the end of this year, to have a plan in place. A proper plan, a proper written plan in place that clearly states financial security. If there has to be something that you have to achieve this year, can it be that? Planning for financial security. I know it is a challenging process. It is a challenging process, and most of us have demonstrated that. We have demonstrated that we really lack financial readiness when it comes to life-altering challenges. I don't really have to give you the examples. The reason why people are up in arms is because they don't have money. But you, given the moment, given the opportunity, given the time to sit down, to start now, if you're 20 years old and you're following this channel, you are very lucky. you can start today. All in all, if what you want to achieve is money, be mindful that dealing with money responsibly takes planning. As tedious as it may sound, identifying your financial goals, whether big or small, it is very essential. There is no specific formula other than to distinguish for yourself your needs and your wants. So financial planning or goal setting, economical goal setting in this case, deals with how you allocate your time, your resources, your attention or energy to meet your goals. You have to be realistic. You have to keep checking your worksheet frequently and track progress to see if you are definitely living up to those goals. And determine which ones are more important. Do you want to start planning for your college fees? Do you want to start planning for your first house? Do you want to start planning for your car? So you need to be clear about all of that. That's all that I have for you for today. Until on Friday, do stay blessed.